Welcome to QueenTiki Tarot. Thank you for joining us tonight for our collective read. Please make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button for all future notifications.
Welcome on in, everybody, to QueenTiki Tarot. I am Tarina. If you're new, welcome on in. If you're returning, welcome on back. Welcome tonight to the collective read for the week, and this is a general all signs, any signs kind of weekly read and what you kind of need to know. So make sure you guys are hitting that like, share, and subscribe. And so we're just going to basically see what's going to come out for tonight. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying the shorts and everything else. Also, I hope you enjoyed the beginning of the video. I could not help myself. And you know what? I really think, at the beginning of the at the beginning of these videos, I think I'm going to change up the voice each time, because I came across some voices and I was laughing literally hysterically, and I'm like, you know what, I think I'm going to change these voices up like every time. So we're going to do something funny like every time, because y'all know me, I'm a very I like laughing. I really do. And I think laughter is very healing for the soul. You know, they say crying, the tears and everything, you know, is part of healing journey and everything like that. But you know what? So is laughter. You have to laugh at things. If you can't laugh through life, you know, what is there? So, and maybe that's something that somebody needs in their life right now, is a little bit more laughter. So I couldn't help myself, and I was literally like laughing hysterically just listening to these different voices with the introduction, and I was just like, wow, it's comical. Like, I even came across one that sounded like, I think it was Mickey Mouse, and I was just like, oh, and saying like... saying QueenTiki Tarot, and I was like, I can't even. I could not do that. But I was like, people coming in would be like, what the heck? I was like, yeah, all right, you know, we can. But I at least thought I'd give some fair warning. But I figured we would start out with some, you know, something funny, but, you know, start you out slower. A little bit of Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of sounding voice. So, all right, let's get you started. Oh, okay, these are upside down. My bad. All right, you got Scorpio, powerhouse. Let's get you started. Transformative, passionate, secretive. I'm seeing snakes. You maybe have snakes around you right now. Something about your identity as well. Mysterious, again with the transformation. You could be, some of you could be going through a little bit of self-destructive behavior, acting a little bit manipulative, or you're around manipulative energies. Or somebody who's a little bit obsessive. Or with the Scorpio energy as well, some of you could be tapping into a little bit more of the taboo type of topics, into the, I want to say, going down the rabbit hole a little bit. What in the world? Fourth house. Now, I know I did not combine these. I do not, these are cards I do not read in the upside down. Like, absolutely not. All right, fourth house, your roots. So this is about your stability, your family home, and your background. Some of you could be going, your habits, looking into your habits, taking care of yourself. real estates. Could be looking at buying a new home. Behind the scenes, looking at buying a new home. Or trying to take a home. Or somebody's trying to take yours, or take your stability. Or again, there's some sort of transformation within the home dynamic. It could involve a veteran, because this is like an old war memorial. This could be somebody that you've been in a long-term relationship with. It's something about a cyclical pattern. Generations. You could be trying to break some sort of generational cycle that you've been stuck in. And with the Scorpio energy here, combination, it's like you're taking a look into the past in your genealogy. Again, with maybe even going way back and seeing how far back these patterns have gone. Now, for some of you, I'm getting it could be like a spiritual battle between families. Pisces, the mystic, healing. This could be something, okay. Adoring. You could be dealing with a Scorpio and a Pisces, or this is in your chart. Somebody wants to heal some sort of dynamic within a family dynamic. They want to heal. It's either they want to, okay, it could go a couple different ways. It's either, for some of you, you're wanting to break a generational cycle because something's been happening over and over and over. Right? And with if you see this card right here, like you see, she looks like a grandmother. And this could be like a grandmother from the other side who's trying to help you break this generational cycle. And you're healing some sort of long generational wounds that have happened, that have occurred. And so you're healing whatever it is that you've broken, some sort of generational curse within the family. Others of you, I'm getting, there may be something to the fact that yeah, 7th house, relating, powerhouse. It's like a control, maybe, figure. Balancing some sort of situation. Again, with that balance, family situation out, marriage. This is something that someone, maybe that you were in a commitment with, justice. Could be some of you maybe filing for some sort of divorce. 4, 7, 74, 47 could be significant. Some of you, there could be like a mother, grandmother, mother-in-law, grandmother-in-law that is either interfering in a relationship or is could be on the other side wanting to make sure that there's balance being brought to a situation. Or an older mother, because something was out of balance. And there's something about here about some sort of records being brought forth. Maybe something about some sort of money, inheritance that needs to be stabilized, needs to be, and it could involve home, money, some sort of financial gains. Outlook, ascendant outlook. Okay. I'm getting still, it could be a home. I see the key. Somebody could be, like somebody could have passed over and there's balance that needs to be brought forth in a situation because somebody could have maybe stole a home from an inheritance. It's been hidden in the dark, hidden behind the scenes, allowing but the door is opening. This person maybe didn't think that you were good enough to receive this inheritance or whatever, whomever else was involved, but there's justice being brought to this. You're going to be fruitful. This is going to allow you to grow, to shine. And this person, people, whatever, they were holding you back from being able to move forward and move on. It's something about a home. It's about it could be about a house, a home, could even involve children, like they're holding children over you. Especially if you're trying to get out of a marriage, they could be like holding kids over your head and like, yeah, no, I'm not letting you go, like kind of thing. Flow, harmonize, aids, supports, gifts. They're trying to smooth things over. They want to smooth things over. But yeah, I'm getting that this, whoever this is a passed on female. Maybe even 77 or 44, 47, 74 relates. Trine. 333 could relate as well, or 33 with the trine. Trine gives me threes. It's hidden. There was something that was hidden. Somebody like took to their grave. But they're feeling guilty about this situation and they want to bring some sort of balance to the situation. And they're coming to the aid of whomever this is. Could be sharing some sort of information. It's something that's going to be really emotional. Now this could be something that you've already went through. Oh crap, you got a lot coming out. All right. We got this first house self. You could be dealing with an Aries. Aries normally, I think not being like, whatever, but I think Mars energy, first house. But first house, your first house ascendants, 4th house. Okay, the doors are being opened. You're being set free. Whatever has been holding you back, you're being set free from some sort of family dynamic, family situation. 1-4-41, 1-7-71 could be relevant as well. Again with the 33, 31, 1-3, 13. Something about your self-image is increasing as well. You're looking good, feeling good, could be having an awakening. But you are, because you got the moon here, your feelings, pearls. You've gained some sort of wisdom, some sort of knowledge about a situation. And I'm getting it's something about your roots. Either it's your roots or it could be somebody around you. I'm getting somebody could have possibly found out about who their real parents are. Like you maybe found out like somebody wasn't your real parent. You may have been adopted, and so you're finding out where you come from. It could also be you may not be the parent of a child. That could be coming through as well. And you're being set free from that. Not so much, I don't want to say set free, because that is a very heartbreaking thing, especially if you've been raising a child for so many years and you've loved this child dearly, and now you're finding out that this child is not yours. That would be extremely heartbreaking. Not only for you, but for that child as well, you know, and heartbreaking. So, clearly understood. But this is like your lineage or something about your lineage, and this could go through the mother line as well. So something about the mother, it could also be information that you're finding out about your mother. Something that may have been hidden about your mom. For some of you, it could be like if your mom had passed away, you may be finding out how she passed away with the Voyager. Mystic. Clam is opening up. The clam is opening up, giving pearls. So somebody's speaking up and speaking out with some sort of truth. And by speaking up and speaking out, it's allowing doors to open for you. And to step free and step through and into or onto some sort of path to possibly, for some of you, it may not even be just your own genealogy or your own DNA or whatever it is, but it could be back to you, back to your own roots, back to yourself and who you truly are. You may have felt lost for quite a very long time, and now you're tapping back into who you truly are. For some of you, you could have been, like I said at the very beginning, where you may have felt sad, you may have felt stuck, you may have felt just, I don't know, just a sense of just kind of blah, you know, and you didn't feel like there was any kind of happiness or any kind of joy in your life. And now whatever this is it's kind of like set you on this path to where now you feel like you are able to go seek whatever passion, whatever happiness, whatever joy that you are able to finally, whatever the chains or the bondages or whatever was holding you back, you are now able to break free and finally go experience whatever joy and happiness that you can, and finally laugh. And you may feel like this weight is lifted off of you in some way that may have been feeling like it was just weighing you completely down for so long. But now that whatever has been revealed, released, whatever it is, you are now like feeling lighter and able to kind of enjoy things a little bit more. You may still kind of be in a little bit of a funk, but you're finding yourself able to laugh, able to smile, able to enjoy things a bit better, and you're slowly coming out of whatever it was that you were in. By getting whatever news that you're receiving from some sort of truth, because like I said, the clam opening up, it's like the mouth of the clam opening up and dissolving these pearls, you know, these wisdom, these truths. And it could also even be like your mind is expanding and it's revealing to you who you truly are, things that may have been lost in the dark at one point. And it's like, oh, you know, wow, I forgot all about that as well. And it's finally coming back to you like, huh, it's all coming back to me. And it kind of reminds me of that song, what is it? Celine Dion, It's All Coming Back to Me Now. So, and it's kind of like, you know, your emotions, your feelings, memories, things like that. It's like, wow, it's all coming back to me. It's like everything is coming back to you. And so now right here, you know, number 5, the 5th house, passion. You got your passions coming back to you. Your fun, your joy, your happiness, enthusiastic, you're happy-go-lucky again, you know. You're deciding to take some sort of risks for growth, happiness, joy. You know, for some of you, again, you could be a Pisces or Scorpio. Or this is just about tuning in, tapping into your own intuition, going within and deciding that, you know, what it is that you truly want. Trusting your own intuition, yeah. Again, with being the Pisces being this dreamy and kind of like deciding what it is that you truly want in life, and making plans for your future. And make sure, you know, if you are Pisces, make sure you stay, you know, a bit grounded, but at the same time, like, expand your mind and what it is that you truly want for your future. Don't limit yourself. You know, with this right here, it's saying, hey, you know, you have so much more room to grow, because you may have felt like you were just stuck in this pot for so long. But you know what? You can always replant yourself from this little bitty pot to a much bigger pot and continue growth, bigger growth. So don't just limit yourself to this tiny little pot. You can always transfer into a bigger pot. And an even bigger plot. I mean, hell, you can transfer yourself into plain ground and just be like, take off. You know, with enough sun, enough love, enough care, enough whatever. So, all right, let's get into the tarot and see what else we have for you. All right, that's exciting. And if it's an individual dynamic, I see just growth in yourself. If it's a couple, you know, I see one person may be very sad, hurt, upset, or whatever, but I see both people actually, like, wow, and that's funny. Both people actually celebration. You know, they're both going to find their happiness, both going to be their joy, because whatever truth has been revealed, it's like they're both feeling lighter because it's no longer been hidden. you know, one is no longer being hidden in the dark and being lied to and etc. And the other one is like no longer having to hide this truth. I don't know what truth, whatever it is in your situation, but it's like it's out in the open. And then each person can decide on what they choose to do with that. And whether you're going to forgive and then move beyond, move past that, and make it work, you know, which, you know, forgiveness, let go, and let's move on, you know, or depending on whatever truth has been revealed, you're going to go your separate ways. I mean, even if you go your separate ways, it's something that is going to still, you're both going to be on your separate paths, but still you find a happiness, you find your joy, you find your peace and love. But it was meant to come out the way, however it was meant to come out. Okay, what else do we have for our collective? Well, dang, I wasn't planning on pulling out that many cards. You got the King of Cups, who's self-love, bringing balance to himself after some sort of Ten of Swords. It's like a betrayal, like this true betrayal. So he's going within, self-love, betrayal. And then here you've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, I did flip it. Who is in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Three of Pentacles. This person is not hopeful or not passionate about making some sort of offer of love. Like they no longer want this. So one person here feels betrayed, but they're going within self-loving themselves. So it's kind of like if during the first portion of it, like where I was kind of picking up, there might have been two people, and this came out in two separate ways. So where one person is like self-loving, bringing balance to themselves, where they may have been hurt, but they're healing, pouring love within themselves here after a betrayal. Here, this person, it's like, maybe they thought initially about going in with a couple of, or they wanted to, but whomever this is does not want to work on this dynamic. Like, they're done. They want to, like, because this initially was something that was like a, you know, they were working on something together. They thought this was like, you know, Ace of Pentacles, you know, very prosperous, fruitful. They were passionate about this. They thought this was like a very equal partnership, you know, or somebody that they can work with. But they feel like that they've been betrayed. By somebody who is like, they feel like they've been betrayed, or they're hurt. They wanted to make some sort of offer, but they're no longer wanting to make this offer. They're going within and working on themselves. Or they're just passionate about work and making money, and possibly maybe a partnership. But they're just mainly focused on work at the moment, and they're passionate about focusing on work. Or passionate about working on a partnership, maybe could be with a group, in a group dynamic, or with another person. But this person here is just, I didn't get the Hermit out for them, but they're just kind of like in their own little zone, healing after feeling betrayed. Now this could also be one person where they're hurt, feeling betrayed, they wanted to make an offer, or maybe was hoping to receive an offer, but they didn't get this love offer. And so because, or this was somebody that maybe they once cared for, but now they don't care as much, and they no longer want to give this person an offer of love because they feel that this person betrayed them. And so now they're focused more on work. And again, this could be, give me 1 second. This could also be somebody was acting selfish in a marriage dynamic or a commitment dynamic, and was trying to do their best to bring some sort of balance into the partnership, but they received that news of betrayal, and it like really broke this person. Really broke this person. And where this person just, like, the dynamic of love between the two of these people, it's just, this person wanted to come in maybe with an offer of, I'm sorry, I apologize, like, can you forgive me, kind of thing. And it's like, no, like, everything we've built, this person is passionate. They're like, but I want this to work. I want this to work, you know. But this is like, they're not willing to work on this. They don't want to because of this betrayal. They're more focused on making their money. They are passionate, but they're passionate about some sort of partnership. It could even be a business opportunity that they're looking at going towards a group project. So they're just more or less focused on making bank than they are worried about love. I mean, you got the King of Cups, but the King of Cups was in reverse. So this person, whoever this is, it's just like, it's not about love for them. It's more about money after this betrayal and heartbreak. I mean, they're just more passionate about work right now. Alright, what else do we have? Or it could be passionate about studying or working with a group or a dynamic, about finding out some information with that Three of Pentacles. Like I said at the beginning, working on, I mean, after the heartbreak. Two Pentacles, yeah, you're juggling. Somebody is juggling after receiving some sort of news. Now the Ace of Cups, I'm telling you, somebody is just, they're hurt and they're heartbroken. Could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're putting all the love within themselves, and then the intuition, like tapping into their own intuition and trying to figure out where it is that they want to go, what they want to do in their own situation. Like they have repressed emotions. It's like this person could almost be going through a dark night of the soul in a way. Like they almost got a kick to the gut after receiving some sort of news. And looking at everything that they had invested in. And thinking about their future. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Thinking about everything that they've invested in and looking at the bigger picture. And they're going within. So at least they're going within, but they're tapping into like what they invested in for so long and kind of like where it's gotten them so far. I'm literally smoking myself out in here. I got this freaking, and it's still burning. Like, it's literally, I don't know if you can see it. It's literally still burning. Oh, no, you can't. I'm like literally smoking myself out in here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the kitties wanted out. Because like I said, I'm like smoking myself out in here. Getting rid of all the stuff in here. Whew. Okay, you got the Three of Pentacles. You want to collab. Somebody wants a collaboration. Work together with somebody else. Put in the work. Again, they want to put in the work. Now, it could be putting in the work with you. But it's like, if they want to put in the work with you, it's more of a financial benefit. It's not, again, I don't see the love in here. The love aspect. You got the Five of Swords. So where maybe is you had teamwork before and there was some sort of arguments, arguing, fighting, disputes. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You guys might have been arguing, fighting constantly. And yeah, there's an end of a cycle coming. This has been released. Let go. Like you're done. You're done with this cycle. You're done with all this transformation. Now, like I said, some of you, this could be like you're going through this dark night of the soul. Be careful. I'm getting, there could be something about somebody who's in competition with you. Getting, could be paying somebody to end somebody else. Defeat, failure. But they're going to be defeated. This is not going to happen. It's not going to go through. This is like, but it's a betrayal. You're going to find out about it. Ace of Cups. You're going to have the ultimate victory on this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, again. And Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. New love and feelings. You're moving on. Yeah, you may have an awakening to the situation. Tapping into more. You may have already seen this coming or knew it was coming. Now, others of you, this is like Five of Swords. You got, if you're in a relationship dynamic, you may have internal arguments with your partner. Again, you could be going through a spiritual awakening, or you're just ending this cycle. You're done. You're over with it. ending a relationship, etc. You're just walking away from the situation. Now your partner, the person you're leaving, or flip it, switch it, they're going to feel hurt, they're going to be upset. But this is, you know, going to be you. You're like, I'm done. I give up. Like, you feel hurt, you feel upset because, again, this has been a cycle that's been going on over and over for you. But you're just tired. You're just tired from going through it so many times. Because you may feel like your partner betrayed you. And it could be in any situation. I don't know if it's a third party, but there's a lot of people around here. Hell, you may find out like your person's been with a whole lot of different people. Could be even at work for some of you. And you're walking away hurt, upset. You feel like you failed. Now, for some of you, if you have, this could be like an inner conflict as well, this Five of Swords, and you've been trying to decide whether or not you want to leave, you want to get out of the situation. You actually make a decision here, transformation, maybe get some, like I said, some information that you do receive, and it puts you in this Ten of Swords energy where you do feel betrayed, but it does allow you to break this cycle and allow you to move on and move forward towards your Ace of Cups, towards your happiness. And you may actually have somebody coming in here soon, but it allows you to have this emotional awakening, intuition, spirituality. It allows you to be able to see things a lot more clearly than maybe what you did before. Maybe having like those, okay, makes sense. You got Six of Cups, comforting connection. Oh yeah, you do have a connection coming in. Maybe around the solar eclipse for this weekend. New beginnings. Yeah, because some of the stuff you may have already went through. So by the eclipse, or maybe by the next eclipse, you got the Emperor. You know, head in my head. Somebody could be coming in, like, want to talk sweetly to you by the full, or I'm sorry, I say the full moon. It could be the full moon, or in between the full moon and the solar, in between the solar eclipse and the full moon. Dang, that's what today, and the full moon is full moon Sunday, I think. So you could be finding out some sort of truth, or you're tapping into your own truth. About who your soulmate is, and it's like, and you're setting out, moving free, happy. Emperor could be feeling a little bit. I'm getting the Emperor. It's like 2, maybe 2. Could be dealing with Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini. Somebody is like in their head. You're either losing some sort of hope for some sort of new beginning, or they are in their head about their future. And it's throwing this Emperor off balance. Now you could be the Emperor, or your person could be the Emperor. So this could be you, and you have somebody coming in trying to talk all nice and sweet to you. Or you are this Emperor who does have somebody who is coming in, but it could throw you off, because it could make you wonder and question. It could make you question things about maybe what it is that you truly wanted, or what direction that you need to go into. For some of you, you could have, could be learning about something from your childhood. Again, with the solar eclipse, things are being eclipsed out of your life. For some of you, things are being eclipsed out of your life. It could be you're like letting go of things that no longer serve you, but it's more like childhood wounds you've been working on, and you're starting to feel a little bit freer, happier, but you're no longer... With the Emperor in reverse here, it's like it's not a matter of just control. It may be controlling your emotions, controlling yourself. Could be more controlling your worries, controlling your fears. Because with this Fool, it's like you are setting out to control yourself, control your situation, like taking your destiny into your own hands. Not so much not letting or allowing God to just, you know, take the lead, take the path, whatever, but you're no longer allowing anybody to block and stop you. Like, you are taking control into your own hands. And you could be in your head about what direction do I need to go in? How do I need to get there? Da, 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 da. Whereas you're doing this. Now, some of you could also be letting go of control and just allowing the divine to take the lead. And this is where it's kind of like, you have to like release, let that go, let God just kind of handle it, just go with the flow. And it's hard to do that. I get it. Alright, what else do we have? 4 Cups. Some love, a little bit of love. But you may feel like you're being held back from love. Held back from being able to move forward in love in a situation. And you got the Page of Cups, from being able to make some sort of offer. And the Page of Swords, yeah. There was somebody younger who could be trying to block some sort of offer of love coming in. Could be a small offer of love coming in. The Hangman. And this other person for you, for some of you, is really going into some sort of Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. Passionate, very loving energy. Wanting to kind of come forward with some sort of just love offer. Like, you're both wanting to make an offer of love towards each other. This one is really trying to use her intuition, is very passionate. Now I say her, and it's only because these are females that I see. Now, it could be a same-sex couple, doesn't have to be. this one, for some reason, feels like they may be blacked out. Whoa. Somebody could have some sort of like addiction issues. Doesn't have to. But for me to say blacked out, be careful if you're overindulging. Anyhow, or health. Be careful with your health this weekend for some of you. Especially if you have some sort of like heart or blood something, or low blood pressure or something like that. Not a doctor, but something about being dizzy, feeling dizzy, to where you feel like you're going to faint or black out. I don't know. But somebody is could feel like a child, or children are trying to block their forward movements, or getting in the middle of making some sort of offer. And this is what's stopping their forward movements. Or there could be a child speaking some sort of truth about a love offer coming in towards you, or somebody who's wanting to make some sort of small offer. Naive. You may be thinking a little too small for some of you about what it is that you truly want. Like I said earlier, think big. Not just think big, but think bigger. Some of your wish fulfillments, you may be thinking a little too minimal. And God's saying, like, think big. Think much bigger. Hater. Because, yeah, somebody sees you as, like, this person who is, like, this nobody. And they're studying you, and they're watching you. And you're making small movements forward, but you're manifesting small. You're not manifesting big on the bigger picture. But this person, these people, whoever it is like, they're watching you. They're studying you. And they're hoping to be able to, it could be like to block your manifestations. And you could be finding out the truth. Again, some sort of truth. Or you're wishing and hoping to find out some sort of truth. Or some truth's going to be revealed, hoping some truth's going to be revealed, or you get some sort of truth. Yeah, and you get the truth, whatever it is. And it could be about a mother-child dynamic. It could be about a parent-child dynamic, because you got the kid and the parent here. Or it could be children, because it could be an older sibling, younger sibling. Could be that dynamic as well. Or you could be this child, and that could be your parent. So take that as it resonates. And naive, were this naive, you could have been like young during this time and been like growing up and have haters all around you, but yet you were hopeful about finding out some sort of truth. And finally, at some point, you're finally getting the truth that you have been waiting for a while. All right, what else do we have? You got labyrinth of choices. You got some choices coming in, but you may feel like everywhere you turn, every which path you try to take, you're blocked. And you need to And I know, you know, they always say God, you know, says you make plans and, you know, God's going to show you what he's got for you, right? But you need to do your best. Use your intuition. Try to make a plan for your future and try to follow that plan. Exactly. Go within. Use your intuition. And I know it says be here now. Stay here in the 3D, but also go within the 5D as well if you can. Like, use your intuition. Like, tap within. What is it that you truly want? Think big. Don't stay here or stay limited, but think big. What is it that you want? Where is it you want to go? Because you may be limiting yourself. You're blocking yourself. Every path you take is being blocked because you're limiting yourself. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. You're seeing things above and below the surface. For some of you, you're like right here. You're like almost there. You may not be seeing things exactly clearly yet, but you're going to. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by transformative butterfly. So again, I said a little bit ago about somebody, or some of you could be going through a transformation, that little metamorphosis stage. You got take precautions, remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. I also did say, so be careful. Some of you out there, take precautions. There's a road. Stay on your course, stay on your path. Make sure you are, you know, saying your prayers, saying your protections, etc. Whoever. But stay vigilant. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention, you know, what's going on around you. Because they did say something about somebody wanting to come after you. Not all of you, just specific. If you know, you know. And just taking care of you. And then we got this one. Take this one. Breakthrough. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. You are going to make it through. Whatever life throws at you, you're going to make it through. Breakthrough. And you're going to see through some sort of situations as well. And you're going to gain clarity. You're going to have some sort of emotional breakthrough. And there's just going to be a lot of twists and turns, especially right after this this obstacle here that you're going to be going through for some of you. As long as you stay on the path, there's going to be a lot of, you know, been a transition. It's been a hard journey for you. And again, with the many twists and turns and through here, many blockages that's come along your way that maybe you felt like you've been ready to hit your head up against the wall and you've been like feeling, I'm just ready to reach the end of it. I'm so sick. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. You know, what am I going to do? How am I going to get there? Like, I'm just tired of the wait, etc. And it's just a matter of, like, you will get there. It's just, it's timing. And we all freaking hate hearing the word divine timing. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. My stuff is still just smoking. Right. What else do we have? This is the last that I'm going to pull, and then I will go ahead and pull some of our scripture cards. Ready for you for tonight. Alright, you have the Spirit of Love. I see the butterflies here, transformation, really in her head. Either in love, maybe somebody's in love and thinking about what to do. Don't search for true love, for it will find you. If you just hold on to who you are, the world already loves your essence. Don't change for anyone. Be you, boo. Do you. Don't be anybody else but yourself. What do you want? what I say, what do you want? Go within. But again, don't think too small. Think outside the box. Think big. I'm not saying be, greedy. When you manifest with a pure heart, a pure soul, okay? And think about what's the best for all, But don't limit yourself. Some of you are limiting yourself when God's got something so much bigger planned for you. Do it your way. Yeah, don't let somebody try to tell you how to do it. Y'all know what you're good at. You do you. Again, do it how you're good at doing it. Don't let somebody try to tell you how they're good at doing it. You do it how you're good at doing it. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be wild and free force in nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. Stay true. And there's something opening up for you here soon. Some sort of path, some sort of door. Again, it's like that doorway opening up for you. And then stay true. The need for validation from others, it's an illusion. Illusion. You need no validation from anybody else to tell you how great you are. No. Only validation you need is from God. And yourself. Tell yourself you're amazing. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Be authentically you. Don't try and be like anybody else. Be you. Make room. Ooh, some of you may need to clear up some space. Uh-oh. Create space to welcome positive change into your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future you are creating. Now, I'm getting the tree on this, and it's kind of funny. It is the forest. Never mind. Mystic forest. But this is specifically just the tree I'm looking at. Because it says create space to welcome positive. I'm getting that there's going to be some change to a family dynamic or your family dynamic. So it's saying make room. I'm getting like there's going to be an addition to somebody's family. So I'm going to leave that there. Whether you could be moving somebody in, or you could be moving into somebody's place, or that's for some of you. Or you need to some of y'all do some of that fall cleaning, decluttering, etc. Or it's just maybe just creating a space for yourself. So that way, I don't know, maybe you could decompress, maybe you could work on some projects, or it's just meditation, just a place for you. Or again, like I said, some of y'all just be prepared. Start getting prepared. You could be like, I don't know, a baby, a new boo. I don't know. Y'all do you. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's get us some scripture cards. I'm only going to do a couple of these. I don't want to do a lot of read for this. All right, here we go. What do we have for the collective? Yeah, that's enough. Okay. Thank you. All right, we have... Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6, and trust in the Lord with all your heart. So there you are. There you go. Sorry. I've been so goofy with my kids lately, and they're like, why are you so weird? I'm like, Are you just now literally acknowledging the fact that I am freaking weird? You have known me for how long? But by the grace of God, I am what I am. Ha! That's funny. And his grace toward me was not in vain, but I labored more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of God, which was with me. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 10. By the grace of God, I am what I am. It's kind of like an Aries thing to me. I am what I am. And that's all I can be. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him. Oh, fear the Lord, you his saints. There is no want to those who fear him. The young lions lack and suffer hunger, but those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. Psalms chapter 34, verse 8 through 10. Trust and see that the Lord is good. So here's your verse. And there you go. And that's all we're going to pull for today. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the collective read. And I will see you guys later. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I love, love, love y'all. Until then, bye.